Hello? This is the room, yes?
Indeed. Welcome to the interview room. You have been summoned here to participate in the 4th student interview of your session. Please take a seat.
Oh boy, I was worried about this.
Is that so?
Mutsuko was telling me about her interview. Don't expect anything too fascinating out of me.
You are not required to be fascinating, so there is no concern. I am going to ask you a series of 10 questions. All I request is that you answer them honestly and succinctly. If you're ready to begin, I will pose your first question.
Right, that should be fine. I'd like to keep this on the quicker side if we can, though. I'm not really a big fan of being separated from the group for too long.
No?
It just makes me a bit uneasy, what with everything going on right now.
I see. In that case, we can begin whenever you are ready.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Very well. Your first question is as follows. How do the people around you react to the clothes you like to wear and the way you like to dress? Do your feelings outweigh their opinions?
Why is this one always so hard for people to wrap their heads around? Nobody ever bats an eye if someone suddenly decides to wear, jeans or something. Why is it so divisive and attention-grabbing when I wear dresses?
Admittedly, it is not the standard for menswear.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I dress like this because it's comfortable and because I like the way it looks. Doesn't everyone just wear the things they like to look at? Or be seen in? This is how I want to look.
I see.
Which wasn't the actual question, I guess. How do people around me react? They mostly mind their own business. I actually don't tend to get too much trouble from it, but honestly that might just be because people see me in the street and assume I'm a girl.
Ah.
The people whose opinions matter to me take no issue with it. I like the aesthetic, so that's how I dress. People in my life understand that, and they don't raise a fuss about it. I wouldn't say it's a matter of my feelings outweighing their opinions, but it's a matter of me not caring what strangers think about the clothes I wear. They're not the ones wearing them. It doesn't affect them.
I see.
The only time I run into problems is when I need to use a public restroom or something. But most of the time, it's genuinely completely irrelevant. Besides, if people are staring, it's not like I'm noticing anyway, so it doesn't bother me. It's about being confident in how you present yourself. I'm confident, so it doesn't matter if other people don't like it.
I see. Interesting.
That's all.
Very well. Your second question is as follows. At what age did you start smoking and why? How did you manage to quit that habit?
Oh Lord, you know about that? How do you know about that?
It is noted in your file.
I'm not going to look into that too deeply. Regardless, I started smoking when I was 14, I think.
Oh my.
It was a matter of image, honestly. I was going for a different sort of brand back then.
Is that so?
This is so embarrassing.
Take your time.
I was kind of punkish back then, I guess. More like Ninomiya. Smoking made me look cooler, I guess, and tougher, so...
I see.
Which is stupid. So stupid. It's so bad for you.
Indeed.
But I stopped last year. I grew up a bit and realized how ridiculous it was to be killing my lungs just to look cool, and it didn't really... it was gross, is the thing. Smoking makes you smell awful, and it yellows your teeth and your nails, and it makes you cough all the time. It's really just not something I wanted for myself as I grew up. So I went on nicotine patches for a while, and eventually I weaned myself off of those, and now I'm fully clean.
I see. That's quite admirable.
It was awful. It was worth it, though.
I do find it curious that you claim it ridiculous to smoke for your image, but also cite your image as your reason for quitting.
I don't really see how that's bad, though, no? I don't think it's bad to care about maintaining a certain look. I like how I look. Hurting my body for a look is ridiculous, yes, but I don't think doing something good for my body for a look can be considered on par.
I see.
Look, I'm not going to claim a moral high ground here, all right? Next question.
Of course. Your third question is as follows. having played a vital role in leading the group in an organized fashion during the trial. Do you regret showcasing how much of an asset you are? Do you think this might have long-term consequences for you?
It's definitely something I've been thinking about. I'd also have appreciated it if someone didn't go out of his way to draw so much attention to my contributions.
Ikeda Daiki.
I'd rather not give him the satisfaction of discussing him.
Ah.
I think it definitely put me in danger. If it were me and I wanted to get away with murder, I'd target someone who contributes well during trials. Knowing that, I can't say I feel particularly safe.
Naturally.
But I couldn't help it. I don't really know what came over me. As soon as we got talking, I was focused. If something came to mind, I had to contribute or we were going to die. I was damned if I did and damned if I didn't, so I figured I might as well help to the best of my abilities. Besides, it would be a genuine disgrace to Akiba if I didn't.
Oh?
I think we owe it to the people who died to give it our all during trials. It's not the time to be thinking about targets on my back or demonstrating my usefulness or whatever. It's about the people who've died. The person who's going to die. It's not about me. I'm just doing what anyone should be doing.
I see.
But do I think it'll have long-term consequences for me? Yeah, definitely. I don't feel good about it.
Noted. Your fourth question is as follows. What types of terrariums would you put your favorite people in if they miraculously turned into a worm or frog?
That's really the next question?
I thought it would be fun.
Right. Well, animal terrariums aren't really my specialty, but I do have some experience with them. I guess the first step would be figuring out who my favorite people are and dividing them up into frogs and worms, no?
I believe that would be a good starting point.
Obviously, Musco and Erina, but I get along well with Tei and Hirose too, I think. Let's say Musco and Hirose are frogs, Erina and Tei are worms. Does that work?
Yes.
Okay, well, if Musco was a frog, I'd set up a terrarium with wet and dry zones, a good cave hide, a shallow pool, and some high walls for her to scale.
Sounds lovely.
Musco is practical, you know? She'd appreciate a terrarium with order. Order, some nice hidden connections, and a space to retreat. I think that would keep her comfortable.
I see.
Hirose is a doctor, so I feel like something tidy would be nice for him. A terrarium with some smooth stone perches, gentle lighting, a controlled microclimate. Definitely nice filtered water.
Filtered water is indeed nice.
Again, keep in mind, I'm not a frog guy or anything. I don't know what frogs need. I'm an artist. We're going for aesthetics here.
Of course.
I think Hirose would appreciate a terrarium that prioritizes clarity and functionality. Practical like Mutsuko's, but clearer. I feel like Hirose appreciates things he can see and manage, you know? That's why smooth perches would be nice.
Indeed.
If Erina were a worm, well, Erina likes things busy. Something with a jungle vibe would be nice for her. Richly decorated, twisting vines, bright flowers. Hidden nooks for her to hide out in. Rich layers of soil and leaf litter would be good for her. Stray plant roots, lots for her to dig around in.
Sounds pleasant.
Erina, for better or for worse, is bold, expressive, kind of abrasive. I designed her something to reflect her energy, but with places for her to relax on her own. I think she would enjoy that. Complexity, not just open space.
Ah.
For Tei, that's hard. It's kind of tricky to get a good read on Tei's personality outside of just anxious, you know? He's, fidgety. Something a bit more spontaneous might be nice for him. Patchier soil with pockets of compost, leaf decay, rocks, sticks. Things for him to navigate and work through. I feel like that kind of space would work for him. I think he's the type of person that needs something to struggle with or he goes crazy. It's, enrichment for him.
I see.
That all sounded incredibly stupid.
I found it interesting.
I'm glad.
Your fifth question is as follows. What do you think of romantic love?
Huh?
What do you think of romantic love?
That's kind of embarrassing, though, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, I'm not interested in romance personally. Well, sort of. It's complicated.
Oh,
I mean, this is too embarrassing. Do we have to talk about this?
you are surprisingly prudish.
I'm not prudish. I'm dignified. Romance is a private matter.
I see.
For what it's worth, I'm not interested in... I don't feel that way about people. I'm not interested in anyone. Romantically. It doesn't... I just don't feel that way.
I see.
But do I hate the idea of someone taking me out for a nice dinner and holding doors open for me and pulling out my chair before I sit and things like that? Not entirely.
Ah, I see. So while you lack romantic feelings, you are drawn to the aesthetic of it once again.
Well, that makes me sound vain.
Does it?
Shallow, at the very least.
I see.
I just... It sounds nice. That's all it is. I'm not a gold digger or something like that. It's a nice fantasy. That's all it is. A fantasy.
A fantasy. I see.
It's just a fantasy. The kind of fantasies kids have, you know? White horse, roses, castle, carriage, that sort of thing. Not like an actual fantasy, just... this is too embarrassing. Next question, please.
Of course. Your 6th question is as follows. Which group of 3 students do you believe would have fared the best in the elevator? Which would have fared the worst?
Oh lord, that's an interesting question, honestly. Stick Yokoi, Tei, and Ikeda in there, and they'd all be dead at the bottom of the elevator shaft right now.
Oh my.
Actually, that's giving Ikeda too much credit. I think they'd be able to rein him in just fine. Try Ikeda, Erina, and Mutsuko, since they love fighting with each other so much.
That sounds somewhat chaotic.
Exactly. For the best combination of people, Hirose did a good job keeping a level head. I honestly think the 3 of us did just fine. It would be a bit egotistical to call us the best, though. Hirose was on top of medical matters, Erina was on top of mechanical things. I'm probably the one you'd need to swap out. I'm just not sure who would have been a better bet. Maybe... not Mutsuko. She'd do well on her own, but with Erina there, I'm not sure about that. Tei is really capable, but he doesn't do fantastically under stress, so... This is surprisingly hard.
Is it?
Shishikura would definitely be able to keep a positive attitude stuck in there, I think. Maybe too positive, though. Erina might kill him.
Oh my.
So, maybe Maikawa. Her knee glows, which would be pretty helpful in there, and she's pretty mechanically inclined herself, yes? So, she'd be a good fit. I think that would probably be the best arrangement.
I see.
But honestly, I wouldn't want to see anyone stuck in there. That was awful. Genuinely awful. I feel nauseous every time I get in that elevator now. I'm just waiting for it to drop again. That was terrifying.
I can imagine.
Next question, please.
Of course. Your 7th question is as follows. How are you coping with the current motive? Do you believe you are handling it well?
I'm beyond stressed. Unbelievably stressed. This motive is awful.
Unfortunate.
The possibilities are just... I don't even want to think about it. I'd be lucky to die before the trial, because the trial is going to be horrible. If the bleeding actually do kill someone, that means nearly half of all trial participants will have an incentive to lie and mislead us. It's going to be awful. God, just... If we're lucky, the bleeding will be a group of people that can't work well together. If we're realistic, I'm sure they're doing just fine. Either way, we're going to be screwed over enormously by this motive. I'd rather the cuffs. I'd rather anything.
Noted.
And worse than that, it has me questioning who I can trust. I don't want to doubt the people I'm working with, but I also don't want to die because I was too naive and trusting. It's aggravating.
I see.
But even then, there's a part of me that's wondering if it's better to just let the bleeding win. At the very least, if we did that, 6 people would escape alive. If we take down the bleeding, we're betting on the fact that we can do better than that. But can we? I have no idea. I'm honestly leaning more towards the idea that we can't. God, this is awful. This sucks. I don't want us to die here. I know we can do better.
Your 8th question is as follows. Why do you live alone?
Oh, why do I live alone? That's kind of an awkward story.
Is that so?
Well, I used to live with my parents, obviously, and I love them, mostly. But when my vision started going and I needed help with things sometimes, they started getting kind of impatient with me, I guess.
Impatient?
You know, like, impatient. Frustrated. Frustrated with how things were changing. They were frustrated for me because I couldn't do everything I used to be able to do, and they were frustrated at me because I couldn't do everything I used to be able to do.
Ah.
And it got frustrating for me, too. It was frustrating to hear them talk about how they didn't want to be caring for me when they were old and my vision was completely gone. It felt like I was burdening them. I wasn't trying to, but it felt like they resented me. Like I couldn't shake this pit in my chest that just kept telling me they would have an easier life if I wasn't born.
I see.
And so I don't know, I started resenting them, I guess. They're my parents, and I love them, but it sucked, you know? To feel like I constantly had to be the world's most capable, ideal disabled person, or my parents were going to be stuck looking after me forever. Every mistake I made felt like it was everything. I was obsessive about it. If I couldn't do things myself, I'd just completely break down. I couldn't handle the pressure. I resented them, but I still wanted them to be happy with me. It was weird. I eventually just couldn't really handle that anymore. I told them I wanted to move out with a few of my friends, and they were all right with that, so I did. And then those friends went away to school, and now it's just me. And I'm doing just fine on my own, so I guess they should have stuck it out because they lost a pretty incredible son, I think. I'm very proud of myself. I feel bad for them that they don't get to be a part of my life now. They chose that, though. Next question, please.
Of course. Your 9th question is as follows. Do you believe your blindness puts you at an additional level of risk? Or do you believe you will be safe with the help of Kumada Erina and Nishiguchi Mutsuko?
What? Excuse me?
The question has been delivered verbatim.
I don't need Erina and Mutsuko's help. What kind of question is that? What, I can't be safe unless I have their help? I don't need their help. God, this is exactly what I'm talking about. People hear that I'm blind and think I'm completely incapable of doing anything on my own. Obviously, in a place like this and in a game like this, yes, being blind is going to come with disadvantages. Does that mean I need to be babysat? No. When I need help, I'll ask for help. But it drives me crazy when people just assume that I need it. That's stupid. Erina and Mutsuko are my friends. They aren't my caretakers. They aren't my guide dogs. I don't need their help to be safe. I know how to handle myself. I can be safe without their assistance, thank you very much.
Noted.
Why is there always this stupid assumption that being blind is just an immediate death sentence to your capability and faculties? I'm blind, so I'm at a disadvantage, and I can't possibly make up for that disadvantage without help from sighted people. I'm not an idiot. Please give me the credit I've earned. Sorry, hot button issue for me. Next question.
Very well. Your final question is as follows. How do you feel about Nishiguchi Mutsuko and Kumada Erina given their actions so far? Do you still believe they are trustworthy?
I don't know how to feel about anyone anymore, what with the whole bleeding thing happening. Obviously, I want to trust them. Of course I want to trust them. But that doesn't mean I can. I trust Mutsuko completely. I know that's probably not smart of me, but she's not a good liar. She's a terrible liar, actually. If she were the bleeding, I'd like to think I'd be able to tell, but obviously that isn't ironclad. Either way, I want to trust her. She's my friend, and I want to trust her. Genuinely, I do. I'm choosing to trust her. Erina, though. It's kind of like this. Mutsuko, I want to trust, and so I do trust her. Erina, I want to trust, but I don't know. I don't know if I can trust her. She's impulsive and she's reckless and she doesn't think things through. She's unpredictable. I want to trust her because I care about her. I want to trust her because I genuinely don't think she would ever want to hurt me. She's not that kind of person. She's not just mean to be mean. She's impulsive. That's all it is. I trust them both to make smart choices, I guess. I know I shouldn't, and I know I basically just said that Erina doesn't think before acting, but I want to believe that when it comes down to important decisions, she's smart, and she's careful, and she cares about me, and she cares about Mutsuko. So yeah, I trust her. Because I want to. And because I think she deserves it.
Very well. In that case, thank you for participating in your 4th student interview. You may now return to your daily activities.
Actually, before that, do you mind if I ask a question?
Oh?
I know I'm probably going to get shut down on this, but what are you? Genuinely.
I am
a rabbit, right, yes, but genuinely, what are you? At first, I thought you were, I don't know, special effects or something. But what Tay's describing with his eyes? That's not special effects. If he's telling the truth and he's not just, I don't know, a plant or something lying to make you look powerful, then that means you're actually supernatural, which I can't wrap my head around, quite frankly. What are you?
I am a rabbit. As the type of person who believes in the things you want to believe in, I would advise you to believe that and nothing else. For your own peace of mind, Yaitabashi-so.
What?
Goodbye.
What? Knew that was a long shot.